And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show. Episode number 132. Wow.
32.
132. Or 133. I've lost count.
You've spoken to that many wrestlers?
Wrestlers, celebrities, bands. Man, I am all over the place.
Can't argue with that at all, mate.
It's a brand new year. We're sitting here with Martin Stone. How you doing, buddy?
Not bad at all, mate.
And we're hanging out in Gainesville for Fest Wrestling.
Yeah, we are indeed.
Is this your first time here at Fest?
No, this is my third time.
This is your third, so you've done all the shows then?
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky to be on all of them so far.
And they've been, from what I've heard, like it gets crazy here. Like the fans,
it's a hybrid of Progress and WXW in Germany. That's basically what it reminds me of. Just bunch of fans that are just there to drink beer.
He's going there.
Because we're sponsored by PBR. And just have a good time, which is what it's all about. That's what we do. We are. I like to affectionately call wrestlers, we are the circus. You have your clowns, you have your lion tamers, you have your tightrope trapeze artists. You pick who you like, you cheer them, you boo them, you do what you want. So that's what it's all about. Yeah,
and Fest is brought to life. There's bugs and stuff. Brought to life by Tony Weinmetter, who is a big punk rock concert promoter. Mm-hmm. So it has that vibe to it as well, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, the music industry and wrestling literally go hand in hand. There's from some of the amazing video packages that WWE have released, there's always been punk music or heavy metal music or whatever you want to call it.
What kind of music are you into?
I listen to anything and everything.
Yeah? When you're driving, you're driving here, what did you listen to on the way here?
On the way here, this particular music I'm not a great big fan of, but the driver had on a load of screamy emo stuff. So you're riding with Epic.
Shh.
I'll go from listening to Hatebreed. I am a hardcore metal boy at heart. That's basically what I grew up on. I'll go from listening to Hatebreed to then Phil Collins and Frank Sinatra. Listen to a bit of everything.
So Fest is another one of those up and coming companies that seems to have this just vibe to it. This really cool vibe. Another is one of your mainstays, AWE.
Yes.
In Atlanta, and that has a definite just underground, just raw feel to it, man.
Yep.
You've been working with them for quite a while too, right?
Yeah, I've been. I'm trying to think. When was it? I'm trying to think. My first one was it 20? I think it was towards the end of 2015 was when I first started working for them. And then I was very, very fortunate in the fact that by the time they just booked Tommaso Ciampa, they weren't too sure who he was going to be working at Show of the Year. My NXT match that had just aired, and me and Ciampa ended up beating the crap out of each other in 6 minutes. So literally I then got an email, and then it was like, hey, do you want 20 minutes? So I was very fortunate to get that match with Ciampa, and then everything just kind of really blew up from there. It was, we did the match.
You've had a lot of great matches there.
Yeah, we did the match to enhance the fact that I was about to take on Ciampa, and obviously from that time frame, I ended up dropping 40 pounds as well. So between that match and then obviously airing the promo when I actually accepted Ciampa's open challenge because he was doing it. It's been an absolute blast, and it's been a real pleasure to work there. Josh and have got my best interests at heart, which is always really, really nice to be appreciated for the work you do.
Yeah, Josh Weir's a great promoter, has a great thing going on over there. And
recently I just had a match with Zack Sabre Jr., which was the best match I've ever had in my career, 100%. So huge pat on the back to Zack for carrying this old man's ass through that match. So just to be able to get in the ring with Zack in that particular venue, which was the first time they've run it, it was an amazing. It was a really, real good turnout. The actual look and the atmosphere of the place was amazing. But for me to have two Brits being able to do what we do and show the world that actually you lot find it hard to be in the ring with us because pretty pretty much you can't tie our bootlaces. No, I'm joking when I say that. But yeah, just to be in the ring with Zach and to get to do it in front of those fans and to get to do it for AWE, for a place that has pretty much really given me my break here in the States, has been, it's been amazing.
So how long have you been here? When did you decide to move over?
So obviously I first got here in 2012 when I was contracted to FCW. It was in the process of changing before it was NXT. I got Future Endeavored 2014. Yeah. So it was the April-May to 2014. It just didn't work out. Things happen. Whatever. I had a great time there for 2 years. There's not often you can turn around and say that.
Still an open door?
It seems that way because you've
been used, so
I keep going back. So never say never. Would I love to go back? Yeah, I would absolutely love to go back. I do feel that maybe I got there too early with how everything is now, and maybe I got there too early. Because obviously a lot of people in America don't know me, but pretty much the standard I was at before I got to FCW, I was Zach, in terms of Zach's everywhere, booked everywhere, and if there's a name, Zach's on with them. That's if you go back from 2009 to 2012, that was the era of Martin Stone, I pride myself on the fact that I was working a full-time job. I was wrestling 3-4 times a week. Just trying to get better at what I love doing. I finally moved. I went back home in that time period, and then I finally moved back here permanently December 2014.
So had you visited the States before you got signed? Had you ever been?
I'd worked for Chikara in Philadelphia in 2008.
Oh, okay. So
so getting to FCW was the first time I'd been to Florida.
So and then it's stupidly hot, right? Were you expecting just the heat? Did you know about it?
Oh no, yeah, I knew it was going to be hot. But then again, it's not. It was hot the first couple of weeks, but then now I'm just kind of used to it. And now when it drops below 60, it's cold, which is pathetic considering where I used to live.
Right. Yeah. You're
Yeah. So I'm
60 degrees back home. You're wearing t-shirt and shorts and going out.
It's rough. So I'm completely and utterly just convinced with.
So when was the last time you went back home?
I went back home June this year.
Okay.
I went back home for a holiday, got to see the family and everything like that, and luckily I was able to work a show for Revolution Pro where I took on Pete Dunne.
So we like to do a thing here on the Milo Beasley Show called the Top 5. Ask you a random question. Top 5 foods that you miss because you live in the States.
Oh, mince pies, chicken shish kebabs, toad in the hole, proper roast dinners.
What is a toad in the hole? What is a toad in the hole?
Toad in the hole is like so it's basically sausage in almost in like a cake batter, but it's just amazing.
It sounds amazing.
You stick gravy on it and it's
I want all of it.
Absolutely amazing. What else do I miss? And decent English chocolate. Because you usually have Hershey's in it. It sucks. It's bollocks.
That's what I've heard. I guess we're used to Hershey's here, but I heard anybody who comes from overseas, they have the Hershey's and they just hate it.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's rough.
Before we wrap up, where can folks find you on the social medias, man?
Social media, my Twitter handle is at the Governor M Stone. I'm the Governor Martin Stone on Instagram. I ain't gonna lie, I'm useless with all of that. I am a dinosaur. I'm not very good at publicly being able to push myself out there. I do have a pro wrestling tee store. That's prowrestlingtees.com/Martin Stone. But yeah, just want to say thank you to every fan that has ever bought a shirt, ever bought a picture, or ever paid the price of a ticket just to come see me. It means a lot because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for you lot, we couldn't do what we do.
So what's next? Real quick, what's next for you, man?
Just to try and get my name out there even more here in the States, and get out the bubble that is Florida. And
definitely.
Move outside of that.
Promoters, wherever you're watching this, Martin Stone is a hell of a talent. I can't. I don't mean to SUD. You're sitting right next to me, but just a hell of a talent, a hell of a hand. Will improve your show tenfold. just I can't say enough good things
Well,
about
I really
you. And I don't mean to say because you're here.
No,
I've been wanting to get you on for a while. I'm just as an old guy who used to do this, I just thoroughly just entertained and mesmerized by your stuff in the ring.
Oh, well, I really appreciate that. So, I mean, it's starting to get out there, you know. I mean, through working in Atlanta, I've now got the opportunity. I'm working for a lot for PWX in North Carolina, which, if you're in that area or close to that area, please come down because those shows are off the chart. So my goal now is just to, is to just get my name out there and, become one of the top guys here in the industry in the States.
Thanks for watching the Milo Beasley Show. Here's to a great 2017. I can't believe 2017 is already here.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Lovely stuff.
Yay, I'm entertaining.